Legend of Totable here, and today we've got a Saving and Disaster battle playing as Oxyotl, where we're going up against essentially a Nurgle Doomstack, and it's only turn 15 in this campaign. So this is one of those armies that gets spawned in very early on as part of Oxyotl's campaign. We've got obviously a very early game army here, mostly Chameleon Skinks. This is pretty good for the early stages of the campaign, and we'll just see what we can do here. So reading at the email, he says, Oxyotl gets primeval gloried by his Nurgle Raider mission in his own territory on turn 15. 10 Great Unclean Ones and 9 Soul Grinders that won't move to be ambushed. So, just gotta deal with it. So what I think we want to do here is try to take out the Soul Grinders first, because their ammunition is very deadly to infantry. So if we can maybe get the Soul Grinders to shoot at the Bastillodons, since it's not going to do that much damage to them, while these guys advance towards the Bastillodons. So these guys here should be able to outrun the Great Unclean Ones. And then we get these guys around the back. Okay, I can fit them all over here, and then yeah, and run down this way. Alright, if we have a look at the Great Unclean Ones, they've got a 36 speed, where these guys here are at 44, so we should be able to outrun them. Actually, why don't we use other units? Those are kind of slow. We've got the Oracle of Sacred Plaques here, the essentially the Lore Master of Sotek character. So what if we use him instead, because he's way quicker. This one here isn't stalking. Oxyotl is stalking, so he can go over there with them. These ones are stalking as well, but I'll just keep them in reserve for the time being. Save them for the Great Unclean Ones. Now, I'm pretty sure I had a battle very similar to this. I know this isn't a particularly uncommon situation, but I think I had a similar disaster battle when Immortal Empires first came out. Which is pretty interesting that Creative Assembly allowed for this kind of crap to happen. But it's not impossible. Man, look at that balance of power. It's not impossible to deal with this stuff, because Nurgle is a really kind of crap faction. These are really good units, but there are ways to get rid of them. Okay, it looks like they're not going to advance with the other units. Oh, what am I doing? We can heal these guys with our magic. Okay, maybe don't shoot just yet. I'm going to put them in the control group. Do you have snipe? No, you just got stalk. Because, yeah, if you shoot at them while you're in snipe, they usually don't react to it. That Hounds of Power is horrendous. But the thing is, that can actually work against them, because these guys here are like such a high tier unit, and they're so slow, all of our units can outrun them. Every time that we take out one of these guys here, their balance of power is going to be crippled, and because they've got not that much armor, these units here are actually really good at dealing with them. So it's a simple case of, just because your army is high tier single entity spam, doesn't mean it can't be taken out if it's the wrong kind of single entity. Well, I was hoping these guys here would advance so I could take out the Soul Grinders first, because they are by far the biggest threat. See, if I let them know I'm here, they're just gonna bomb us like crazy. I'm not really keen on wasting all their ammo. I could do that, but I'm not keen on it. If I shoot them with this guy here, maybe I'll just use a fireball. How much magic do I have? I got heaps, okay. No, I'm not gonna use fireball, I'm just getting closer. Because that's not a good use of our Winds of Magic. If I do some missile damage to them, they'll start charging at us. And I believe it's on very hard battle difficulty. Yeah, it is. So the reason why I check that stuff is so I understand what behavior patterns that the AI is going to do. So I know if it's on like a lower difficulty, I know that certain decisions are going to yield different results. Okay. So you usually got to shoot them a couple of times before they'll actually react to it. So what I'm trying to do here is get the Great Unclean Ones away from the Soul Grinders so I can have them isolated. Yeah, this is working out alright. Yeah, because Soul Grinders of Nurgle with their ammunition, not good against single entities at all. That's it. They're starting to advance now. This is what we wanted. Just keeping these guys close by so I can actually heal 3 entities instead of 2. Alright, cool. They're advancing. Cool. We're getting their units away from... Just keeping them away from each other. Just getting them to spread out a little bit. That's it. So at the moment, our forces are actually stronger than they were at the start of the battle due to healing. So just not... Hang on. Not yet. This is why I turn them off fire at will. Not yet. Give it a bit more time. Because as soon as these guys see that we're here, they're going to turn back around. Oh, that's... Oh, no. I can just get rid of... No, it's fine for now. It's fine for now. No, that's not fine. Okay. That means we really need to heal these guys so they don't rampage again. I'm going to put them in control group 2. This one's fairly quick. I'll keep it with it as well. See how they're starting to spread out? This one here would be quite easy to isolate and kill. Their attention. I don't think this guy's got any capability of healing, so despite it being a Nurgle army, they've got no ability to really utilize the full potential of being Nurgle, which is to heal. I can heal though. But healing on chameleon skinks is not really that valuable. It is for the single entities for sure. Yeah, those units, they can't do anything to us. That's it. Just keep bringing them closer in. I think I want to take out this one here first because it's got the most amount of ammo. Yeah, you can come in and shoot as well. So they are doing some damage to us, but they are not trading well for balance of power there. Good. With these guys far enough away from the Soul Grinders, we can take out the Soul Grinders first, and then should be able to take out the other units next. Okay, moving in, and let's fire at will. Yeah, Soul Grinders of Nurgle, they hit pretty damn hard. Try to spread out as much as possible. But we're definitely taking them out. We're losing a lot of health, but not too many of them are actually dying. So that's good. Yeah, the more clustered we are, or the more blobbed up we are, the more damage they're going to do to us. So we should try to spread out as much as possible. Obviously, we don't have a loose formation option. We should just do what we can here. It's good this one here is still trying to shoot at us over there. Still got these as well. Haven't forgotten about them. Then the control group, bring them over this way. Okay, they're actually really trying to hit Oxyotl. So let's move Oxyotl away from this group. Which, that's really stupid of them if that's what they're trying to do. Yeah, it is. They're actually trying to shoot Oxy... What morons! They can't do any damage to him with that. Oh, right. That's how we could use, Snipe. Right. It's been ages since I played Oxyotl. It's too late now. No, actually, no. I don't want to use that. I want to be visible. They're targeting him. Yeah. I want to be visible. Good, their general's going down. No, Oxyotl, become visible. I realized it right after I did it that I made a mistake. See, they changed their target. They went for the chameleon skinks. That's right, we're almost done with them. Okay. Good, they're targeting Oxyotl again. That's good. Well, some of them were. Good. We still traded really well for Bounce of Power. We see we've improved things greatly here. And these were their most dangerous units. They've still got one Soul Grinder, but that one's about to run out of ammo, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Apart from it being faster than the Great Unclean ones. Okay, good stuff. I really hate that they overkill these guys. Bring this up over here. Alright, Great Unclean ones should be relatively easy to deal with. You know, it's actually kind of the perfect army to deal with a stupidly slow, fat, unarmored army like this. Their physical resistance isn't enough to really provide that much damage resistance. That's it. Alright, they're not completely out of range attack. They've got the bound spells on these guys here. Right. Well, let's do a bit of extra damage to us, but it's not going to finish us off, I think. But yeah, don't engage them with melee right now. While we've still got ammunition, doesn't make any sense to do that. And they definitely can't catch us, considering we've got poison attacks as well. And they're not immune to contact effects, so their speed goes down even slower. This one here can catch us. Just lure that one away. Actually, you've still got ammo. Let's bring you in a bit more. Yeah, this is going really well here. I think if you were going up against this type of army, but for a different of the Chaos Gods, the worst one to go up against would probably be Khorne, because it'd be quick, heavily armored, and would go straight into melee with you, because it would be Khorne Soul Grinders, which love to just go straight into melee, and Bloodthirsters. Music switch, we're winning the battle, bounce power's looking good. But there is no real need to engage with them in melee while we still have ammunition. Good. Also, they're exhausted as well, because they were in raid stance. But yeah, if you had a similar army like this, respective army to with Khorne, that would not be easy to deal with. Because these would all be Bloodthirsters. And in this particular situation, I think the Khorne Soul Grinder is more deadly than the Nurgle one. Although, normally, the Nurgle Soul Grinders are better than the Khorne ones. Just depends on what they're going up against. See, each of the Soul Grinders serves a different purpose. These ones here are definitely the anti-infantry ones. Well, the Nurgle Soul Grinders. The Khorne ones, I don't know, they're just kind of anti-everything. The Slaanesh one's anti-large, and the Slaanesh one is anti-single entity. Sorry, the Slaanesh one's anti-large, and the Tzeentch one is anti-single entity. Yeah, the Khorne one's just kind of all-round good against fighting pretty much everything. Because they got a missile attack, and they're decent in melee. And there we go. Cool, heroic victory. So I think the key to that victory was just not charging at them at the start, getting these guys away from the Soul Grinders so that I could take out the Soul Grinders. It was very stupid of them to target Oxyotl. Not sure why they did that. They should have been programmed not to attempt it, especially if they could see infantry units. And we saw how quickly they did damage to us. But yeah, if we were shooting at the Great Unclean ones because they were charging at us, while these ones here were bombing us, then our Chameleon Skinks would have been annihilated very quickly. But taking these guys out quickly reversed that. So these ones here were of no further value once these were gone, because they couldn't engage with us. These guys here are supposed to tank while they do the damage, and we just didn't let them do that. Although for the early stage of the campaign, grabbing 10,000 experience for Oxyotl, that's pretty damn good. Cool. Alright, well, like I said, it's only turned 15, so it's a super early campaign disaster, but that's a situation that can occur during your Oxyotl campaigns, and something to just be aware of. It's really important that you get the Chameleon Skinks if you're going to be dealing with those kinds of armies, because, yeah, it can handle it. Just got to be careful that it doesn't happen with the Khorne armies. I've never seen it actually happen with Khorne, but I have seen a Slaanesh army shown up, and I think I recall seeing a Tzeentch one show up, which would be very dangerous as well. I think if I was to rank how dangerous that exact army is for the respective gods, so that is the respective god Soul Grinder and their greater demon. So for example, Slaanesh would be the Soul Grinder of Slaanesh and Keeper of Secrets, for example. It'd be Nurgle is the easiest, which we just dealt with. That was not that difficult. I knew what to do. Then I would say Slaanesh would probably be the next difficult, because their units are poorly armored, especially the great what's it called, the Keeper of Secrets, but they're very quick, so they can pin you down in melee. But if you can kill them quickly enough, it doesn't really matter that much. Then you've got Tzeentch, I'd say would be the second most difficult, because they can pin you down. They've got barrier, and they've got loads of spells that they could do, lots of bound spells. And then the most difficult, I think, would be Khorne, because they're heavily armored. They'll kill you really quickly. They're terrifying units. For this kind of army to deal with that would be the most difficult. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.